you get that okay, yeah?
Yeah.
We're good. Just the back of shots there.
Yeah.
Kevin, you wouldn't know this, but you were actually the first Premier League player I interviewed. I feel this is almost a full circle moment with you about to leave Manchester City and potentially being the last time we chat to you as a Premier League player. What are your emotions during this final week?
I would say actually quite normal. Of course, a little bit emotional here and there because there's a lot of people who come to speak to you and speak about certain moments and things that have been done in the last 10 years and all that stuff. But you know, on the other side, I had to still do my job, so I felt quite normal in doing that. So it's probably a good thing that, you know, I just had the football to focus on, and it made it probably much easier.
Yeah, there may or may not be a bit of added pressure now after the FA Cup final result. When we spoke to Pep Guardiola a few weeks ago, he said that Champions League is almost a must for Manchester City. How does that affect the mindset during this final week?
We know that it's a big thing, you know, to get the Champions League. So we try to do the best job possible, and hopefully we can end the season the right way and get enough points to qualify, so the team can play in the Champions League next season. So I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and you spoke about your decade at Manchester City. I don't think we can forget all the incredible moments that you have had, you and the team. I want to run it back to that first interview that we had at the start of August 2023. We spoke about the all-time Premier League assist record. You will leave Manchester City having made it to second on that list now. How much of an achievement do you feel that is?
I don't know, maybe big, maybe not. It depends how you look at it. No, of course it's nice to be up there because it means that you've done your job really well, but it means that the guys also scored a lot of goals for my passes. But you know, I'm a creative player. I try to create opportunities, dangerous moments, and then, you know, I need the other guys to do their job, and we did it pretty good.
About 120 Premier League assists. Do you have any favorites?
Well, I think the most important one is probably the title one against Villa, you know, because what it means is not the most difficult, but emotionally is by far the biggest.
Yeah, that was an epic moment actually. Do you know who you've assisted the most in these almost 10 years?
Probably Kun Aguero, Kun, Erling, Gabi, Raheem, you know, that will probably be the most.
Yeah, could actually Aguero, that also part of that incredible moment that won Manchester City the first title. But I feel it's also incredible to think that Erling Haaland, who hasn't been at Manchester City as long as Kun is joined second on that list of most Kevin de Bruyne assists, just two behind. What was it that made you guys click the way you did?
I think probably in a way our playing styles. He likes to run forward. So people who run forward for me in the space and deep makes my life a little bit easier. So I think I was able to create a lot of chances for him, and then obviously, you know, with scoring so many goals from his side, that helped it also, of course. So you know, it just works together. Sometimes you have this chemistry with players, and with Erling it went well. It is really, really good.
And that was also off the field, right? Is he going to be one of those players that you miss the most at the club?
Well, it's a very difficult question because people sometimes ask me who am I close to, and then I start saying the names, and there's so many because I've been with so many players for so long. You know, there's some players I've been together for 9 years. You know, I know their kids, I know their wives, family members, you know, everything. So, you know, there will be a lot of friends that I made here, and I will have them probably for life. So there's a lot of good relationships that I've built over here.
We spoke about that goal against Aston Villa. That was an epic moment. Do you have a particular favorite moment in a Manchester City shirt?
I don't know exactly moment, you know. When you're 10 years at the club, there's so many really good moments, and you know, it's hard to pick what, because also like priorities shift. You know, when you win your first Premier League, it's the most important moment, but then you feel the same when you win the Champions League. So, you know, priorities and objectives change with time and with things that you have done. So I would just say like the whole 10 years has been, you know, if you take it together, it's been such an amazing story for my side, and you know, it's been so good.
Just lastly from me, we've heard you say that you aren't one for records and all that kind of stuff, but you have left an incredible impact at Manchester City. What do you feel your legacy will be as you leave the club?
I don't know. I don't know. I just, you know, I wanted to play good football. I wanted to enjoy myself. I wanted to entertain, and I hope people, you know, enjoyed the football that we have played. Got the entertainment, had a lot of good memories, and you know, this is how I want to live. I want to enjoy my life. I want to do the things that I do really well, and do it with a competitiveness that I have, and with a smile, and you know, compete, and you know, I was able to do that, so I cannot ask for more than that.
Yeah, you have given us so much as a Manchester City player. In my personal opinion, one of the Premier League greats. Kevin, it's been absolutely awesome speaking to you and seeing you on the field. I hope we get to see you a bit more.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.